Hi, my name's Clash, and welcome back for some more of DumbCraft. I believe this is episode 14. I could be wrong. 13, 14, 15, something like that. And I have made a lot of progress today. Just sort of spending most of today working on the dumb house, and it's coming along. It's getting pretty close to being finished. I have done a lot. I'm going to show you everything. First, I figured I would mention this little chimney that I've added on here. I wanted like a sort of fast travel system so that I could get from the different levels of the house and, you know, just back and forth a little bit more quickly, especially for building. And I decided to add a chimney, and it actually looks pretty good. I used the ghost wood logs, and it functions pretty well. Even though you would never want to make a chimney out of wood. I don't think there's ever been a chimney made out of wood. Maybe there has been, but it's, you know, in my experience, chimneys are made out of like stone. But I don't know, I think it looks pretty good. I think it fits, and I just like using different kinds of blocks than vanilla for building. So there you go. But let's go ahead and hop down here. You can see the roof has made a lot of progress, and I've actually gone ahead and built up the third story, which is right there. Last time we finished, I was only like right there. I only just put that little rim or whatever around the house, that part of the roof. And in all honesty, I could have just made it like a 2-story house instead of what is now a 3-story house with an attic to boot, and it'll have a deck on top as well. I could have just used this whole entire top part as the entire house, and the door would have been like right there, and it would have looked great. It would have, and I could have still had a deck up there, but well, it's alright. Now we've got all this extra space in case I need it for just random things that I might add later on. And we'll definitely have plenty of room for all of the furniture that is with the furniture mod that I added in. We also have a new pet over there. You can see him. He's sort of screaming at me. I think he wants to kill me. It's kind of like owning a pet tiger or something. You know, it's something that you just sort of have to be cautious with and not really, you know, rub the wrong way. I don't want to piss him off, and that was the noise he makes. He makes a bad noise. I don't like it. But yeah, he was just wandering around the yard, and I couldn't bring myself to kill him because he was so slow and stupid. So I just built a prison around him, and I still have to continue building it. It's still got a little bit more glass to be building, because he can actually get out of there. I don't know how he does it, but if he sees me, he'll be motivated enough to kill me to just jump out and then start attacking me. That's why he's missing like over half of his health. I've had to punch him back in there several times, so I'll worry about finishing that after we finish the house, if we even get it done during this episode. But I really wanted to push things along here and finally wrap up the house, or get as close to wrapping it up as I could, so we could either come very close to finishing it in this episode or finish it entirely in this episode. But there you go. There's a nice little distance look. It looks pretty cool. It's like a giant HQ here for all of our DumbCraft operations. So, yeah, it looks like the dogs will definitely have room. I'll probably just dedicate this whole room over here to them. It should be plenty, unless I end up getting like 50 dogs, but it would take way too much to take care of that many dogs. It's trouble enough taking care of these guys. They're just... they're shoveling through that beef like it's no tomorrow. But other than that, I think that's pretty much it. So yeah, I've got a lot of wood already here. I'm probably going to have to collect more, though, before we wrap things up. But at least this way, we won't have to spend too much time working on just collecting wood. And I'm actually going to have to hop back on here. Hop onto this little wall so I can finish building it up. We've got to build up this side of the roof, and I almost screwed that up. And I'm not really sure exactly how tall I want this to go. Yeah, I feel like I'm going to need more fuse wood. But I did go through the trouble of actually cutting down all of this fuse wood. You can see, like, these trees are all, you know, half broken down or planted fully around the outskirts of the house. And it was a pain in the butt, especially because you have to actually chop it down one log at a time and all that. But I figured out a system. You just stand far away enough from the explosion, and then you won't take any damage when you are chopping down the tree. So that worked out. And yeah, I like it. I think this is the most complex house I've ever built. Probably the most complex thing I've ever built. I mean, I'd like to think it's kind of nicely done. Certainly the best house I've ever made. That's for sure. I've never made a house that's this sort of intricate. And we're still not done. There's still a lot more. And, so yeah, I think I actually am going to have plenty of fuse wood here. Yeah, I've got plenty left. So I got another almost complete stack in the inventory there. And I think that this will be good. Yes, this will be perfect, actually. This will come together quite nicely. So let's go ahead and start ringing this around here. This is kind of going to be a pain because, like that, for instance, I'm not good at placing stairs. I don't know. They're my kryptonite. I know there's a system to it. You have to place it on a certain spot, like so. But like it won't place. Why aren't you placing? This is ridiculous. I'm going to have to do this. Watch. I'm just going to have to be very precise and very technical about it. And, oh, great, I messed it up. I fell, but we've got an easy way of getting back up here, so that's nice. So yeah, there's going to be like a deck here, and that's what the dark wood is for. In fact, I should just start placing that right now. Let's see, I guess it can go out 3 blocks? Ooh, no. No, I want to scoot this back here. That's too far out. I think this ought to be good if I put it starting right here. There we go. Alright, I like that. It'll look awkward. It'll just look like this giant slab of blue wood is sitting here on the top of the house for the time being, but it'll look good when all is said and done. Trust me. I have tested out. I know what this will look like when it's all finished. I also need more bloodwood, or just like bloodwood fences, because I want to use red fences for the deck, because I think it'll look pretty good. That, or maybe I'll use something else. I don't know. I'm thinking maybe the pink fence. You know what? Why not? We'll make it pink. But the red still looks pretty good. I don't know. It might be too much color. The pink might offset it a bit. We'll see. And I actually need blue fences too. Or actually, no, I should use whatever I support it with. It should be the same color as the fence. Whatever, we'll worry about that later. But I just wanted to get that put in there. And that was dumb of me. So yeah, we're moving right along here. As soon as we're done with all of this, I definitely want to go to the Twilight Forest, because I want to get torch bugs, or whatever they are, fireflies, something like that. And they're part of the, what is it, the Twilight Forest mod. And it adds these really awesome torch bugs into the game, and they basically just act as torches, and the lighting is just more pleasant, I guess. And it's just different from vanilla, which is what I like. I always like trying new things, and that is what's great about those torch bugs. And I have to say, even though the stairs are kind of a pain, it definitely looks a lot better now that we can place them in all these different ways. And I'm just proud of myself overall for this whole build. And I could have recorded, you know, building like that right there, that part of the roof, but that would have been a huge pain. Oh man, that was terrible. Not fun at all, I have to say. That was not the most fun building part of this house, because it's like, I don't know, it was just a lot of misplacing stairs and all that, falling down, a lot of the same crap. And of course right here we're doing more of that still, but it's getting pretty close to the end. See, I don't know what I'm doing wrong there. I'm placing it exactly where I'm pretty sure it needs to be placed. Maybe it's just because of where I'm standing. I have no idea. What if I try from this angle? There we go. See, I don't know. It's a pain, and I didn't want to do that. It's not where that needs to go. Needs to go like so. I'm just slow when it comes to this. I don't know why. I'm sure with more practice I'd get better at building, but what are you going to do? So anyways, yeah, that's the deal. We're going to keep on working on this. And it is Monday. And well, before we roll ahead with the audience question, I did want to explain that after I asked you if you'd be okay with reducing the weekly upload rate to, what was it? What did I say it was? 2 times a week. Mondays and Fridays instead of, why aren't you, there we go. Oh, come on, man. It's definitely not accurate right there. After I asked what kind of upload schedule that you guys would want, or if you would be okay with me reducing the upload schedule, a lot of you are pretty on board with me reducing the uploads to 2 times a week. It's simply an issue of me, you know, not being able to keep up with 3 times a week with the amount of editing that goes into this series and the other, just all the other stuff that I have to do and take care of. I should probably make more. This should be enough for now. I've got plenty of stairs here. It's just an issue of really not having enough time to do the episodes as often as I was doing them. And, you know, this way each episode will actually be better because I'll have more time to prepare. Like, I'll have several days in between the Friday to Monday episodes, and then I'll also have way more time for... I hope this will look good. I think this will come out nicely. Yes, I'm sure it will. However... I'll just keep building this layer here. I'm not even going to worry about that for now. Just keep on worried about this. So yeah, I'll have more... for instance, I had all this time to prepare and keep on working on the house and, you know, getting things set up for this episode between Friday and Monday. That's how many days? That's 2 full days of a gap. And then between Monday to Friday, that's 3 days in between there. So it'll give me even more time to prepare for each episode and all of that. And yeah, so the episode length will pretty much stay the same, just because rendering and uploading it all just takes a long time, and I can't really make things that much longer. But if an episode goes on for longer, then so be it. A lot of them have been longer than 30 minutes, so not really what I intended, to be honest, but it just feels like these episodes fly by. Like, we're already 12 minutes into this one, and it's like, really? I don't even feel like we've done anything. This is all I've done. I've just built this part of the roof. The hell am I doing, man? But what are you gonna do? It's just the way that it goes. And again, I have to stress, like, how much bigger this house has turned out than I originally intended. I can't really... Maybe I just want that to be the back part. I don't know. We'll see when things come together here in the end, but there's going to be a nice little deck, and it'll just be like a way to view all of the forest that I've planted there. Because there's a ton of trees there that I've planted. I actually want to plant a few more. Maybe take out the yellow trees, because you can already see a bunch of them on the hill over there. And once I'm done building so much, I'll be able to... Aw. I broke my legs. Once I'm done building so much, then I will go ahead and, you know, rework the forest to make it look nicer, because right now it's kind of... it's all cluttered and not enough of certain trees, stuff like that, but that's just because I had to keep on chopping them down and replanting them for all the wood. So anyways, yeah, I'll take care of that later. But yep, 2 times a week, that's the new schedule, and hopefully everything will go according to plan. Now, on to the audience question. This one comes from Yak Attack 400, and is actually a question that I saved a long time ago and put it in a safe place, and then forgot about it, and then I just recently found it, so I decided, why not? Let's go ahead and feature it for this episode. So they said, question, I have Cloud, what pets do you, the viewers, have? So basically, saying what I would say. What viewers do all of you have? Or what viewers do all of you have? What pets do all of you, the viewers, have? For instance, I do have Cloud, the Australian Shepherd puppy, who is now, I think, 9 months old. 9 total months old. He was born early December, and now it's early September, so he's getting close to the year mark. He's getting fairly close, which is ridiculous. Well, actually, now it's he's pretty much 9.5 months old, or pretty close to that. So there's that, because we're already like almost 10 days into September. So it's amazing how time flies. Yeah, I think I'm gonna want to expand this wall. In fact, I should just keep it going just a little bit more. Again, I'm sure you're like, what the hell is he doing? But you'll see. This is all part of the plan. And am I running out of stairs here? Hold on. I'd like to see... we've got enough. I'll just keep building here. We'll have to make more, though, for sure. And I'll have to chop down more of these sakura blossom trees and all that. But I think one more... You know, actually... No, we have enough stairs to complete, like, this little backside part. But it won't be enough, like, overall. I've still gotta keep going here. Man, this is gonna go much higher than I thought it would. Oh, well. It'll be fine. I can make do. It'll just look a little bit different than what I had envisioned at the end of everything. I've not spent this much time building in forever in Minecraft. Like, I'm just not a builder. That's not something I do, but like I said, I wanted to make this house not suck, and this is the price I pay. Makes me take like 3 or 4 episodes straight to get it done. So, yeah, what kind of pets do you have? Aside from Cloud, I also have a cat who is actually not in California. I was about to say I have a cat named Sandy who is back in California. I'm sure you longtime viewers know about Sandy. Very lazy and very spiteful cat. She likes you when it's convenient for her. She's like one of those cats that'll be nice to you if she wants to be petted or wants food or wants water, you know, all that stuff. And she was actually very very greedy. She would only drink running water, so she'd always yowl and bug me because, you know, dishwater isn't good enough. You know, there would always be like 2 or 3 dishes scattered over the house full of water, and nope, she would not have any of it. She would come crying for running water because cats are weird. And so yeah, those are my 2 pets, even though Sandy is not currently with me. And hey, John, try not to make that noise anymore. It's really disconcerting. Sorry, man, it just is. It just is. Now to make more of these stairs. And while I'm here, you know what? I'll make the red fences. Why not? I hope I have enough bloodwood for it. I'm actually kind of running low here. I think I'm gonna have to plant the bloodwood saplings onto netherrack if I want it to work correctly. I shouldn't need too many fences though, so that's good. In fact, yeah, I don't need to use the rest of it. But yeah, I'll work on planting more bloodwood trees so we can have all that taken care of in the near future. And now I can put the bloodwood away and those sticks. 32 should be more than enough. I don't know why it wouldn't be, but we'll see when we get up there. And yeah, those are my pets. Cloud is with me. In fact, he is making a ruckus right next to me. It's been a journey with him. I'll talk more about our journey with Cloud some other time, but let's go ahead and put up the fence here. So you can see here, this is actually, it's like a little lookout point. It actually looks really cool with the red and blue. Wow. It's like Captain America or something scheme colors. All we're missing is like white. And I could use like the ghost wood for that, but now you can see I place that down there and place this right here. And it starts to look less stupid. I'll admit, I wish the planks could be a little bit smaller maybe, but in general, it looks pretty good, if I do say so myself. And I realize part of the fence is floating right there, but who cares? I think it looks good. And we might not even need more dark wood. And I still have extra bloodwood fences, so that's nice. I feel like I've already made bloodwood fences, have I? I don't know. I made those pink fences, which were useless because the cows all despawned or whatever, so that's great. That was a fantastic, awesome thing that happened. So great. I love it when I go through the trouble of making a farm for animals and then they all just disappear. They hated me. They despised me. From the first episode I made that farm, they all despised me. And now here we are, so that's great. Okay, so now I believe, actually, should I put the fuse wood? It's much more difficult to get fuse wood. So I'm just going to use more of these sakura blossom planks here. What I think I'm going to do is have like a wall Yeah, there we go. That way it'll be on the same level as the deck, and oh god, didn't want to do that. Did not want to do that. Let's see. Yeah, we'll have to put like a wall here or something. I don't know. Need more of these. I'm just gonna keep on building this here. I'm not sure how I'm gonna have it, how like you'll get out to the deck. Maybe. Oh, actually, hold on. Actually, that's not gonna work unless hold on. I'll have like a little secret, another secret pathway here through the chimney. There we go. And it'll go through here. It'll be like a little staircase, and it'll go up to the deck. And most of this will be filled in, but yeah, like I said, this is gonna be sort of an attic. And I need to go sleep because it's already nighttime. See, 20 minutes in already. How? Like, there's no way I'm getting this done now in this episode. Like, there's just not enough time, but that is the audience question. And if you don't have any pets, then, and maybe you used to have pets, you can talk about your past pets, because, you know, sharing memories of past beloved pets that we've had is always fun. Well, it's good to reminisce, I suppose. Maybe it's not fun if you lost your pet in a tragic way, or, you know, all that. But you know what I mean. I'm just trying to say that pets are great, and we can move on if we lose a dear pet, but never forget how awesome that pet was, whoever they were. So yeah, that's the audience question. And that's that for this Monday's audience question. What I'm gonna do, by the way, for Fridays, that's what I'll ask you guys, my own question that I've come up with. So that's how that is going to work. And let's see, I hope this all works out here. The wall, oh god, the wall's coming at the same. Well. So this is such a predicament here. I actually didn't foresee this part. Like, I didn't plan this part of it, but whatever, I'll just keep winging it. Should be fine. And I hope this is all balanced out, but oh man, I don't know what I'm doing here. This part is actually a little bit more tricky than I thought it would be. See, what I could do is actually kind of do what I did down there. And okay, I know what I'm gonna do. This is insane. I didn't foresee this complication of me not knowing what to do for this part. So let's go ahead and finish up this little hallway. So there should be a staircase that goes up from here, right? There'll be yeah, I'll put a stair right here. And I've got extra stairs right here, sweet. And then it'll go up, and all it's going to need is one more. And that will lead right on to the deck. And maybe I will need more dark wood, but it's okay. See where this is going? See, it's just going to be like this nice little area here to take in the sights around the dumb mansion. And since the wall will be right here... Ooh, actually... Oh, that's going to look good, though, because then there will be like a little nook right here, and it'll lead right in. Okay, good. Very good. I'm working it all out right as we go along. Let's see, let's go ahead and put all of that in. And... Hold on. Can't walk down that like that. Let's see. What I'm thinking is we'll have this be like this, and it'll... See, the wall starts like so, and it'll keep going. And... No, don't do that. Oh, ho, ho, I got it. It's going to take a lot of, like, you know, more off-camera building, but at least I've worked this part out. Ew, that looks gross. Hold on, I need to replace that with a regular Sakura Blossom plank. There we go. Aha! See, now it can just go nice and easy, and it'll just be like a little secret way to get to the deck here. And now, I should probably have like some sort of, here, hold on. I'm just going to fill in the rest of the deck here. Put in the rest of these dark blue planks. And then that way there won't be all this open space here. There we go. So now the wall can go like this, and we've got plenty more of these. Maybe I should change the wall, though. Make the wall... I've already got all of this filled in. It'd be weird if it was anything different. And I should probably put steps, like, around here, I would imagine. And this is unsafe right here. This is not gonna fly. So, there we go. And oh, yes. Oh, no. Hold on. What if I did this? What if I use steps that did this? And aha! Look at me. My brain is working with these designs. That'll look good. That looks great. That looks great. And then it'll go up to meet that. And I should put some sort of, like, alcove type thingy. Or whatever. But... that, like, so that way it's just not like a big old wall back here, but it'll actually kind of give some shade, if that makes sense. Or maybe this could be it right here, and I could just push it back a bit. And then, yeah, that could work. That could work, actually. So we won't put a big wall right here. It'll actually save some wood, and it'll make the deck a bit bigger. Aha! Well, and also, outside of the audience question, now that we've gotten that taken care of... hold on. I want to get this going. There we go. And then put that like so, right? There we go. So that way it's just not all pink right here. There's a little bit of that blue right there to mix things up. So it's not just all the same color. Very good. All this will be filled in more later, but this is nice. Look at this. And of course I'll like put, you know, fancy furniture and stuff over here at some point as well. But there you go. Look at it all come together. I want to see how it kind of looks like from afar. Let's go ahead and head out over here and check things out as I break my feet. So, aside from that, we have a question for me that I'm going to answer here right in the last few minutes. And see, look at that. I think it looks pretty decent. Got a nice little deck there. Of course, it'll look much better once I finish that back wall and all of that. And it does look like it is a little bit too much of this roof color. But maybe I'll change things up. I'll just do it all after this episode. But Super Poketown said, Dagnabbit, Sunships18, referring to another one of my very dedicated viewers. Now I have to do thoughtful comments all the time I comment. Because it was a past video that I did where I talked about how Sunships18 and you know several other of my viewers always leaves pretty good comments and all of that. Comments that are just, you know, insightful and relevant to the video every single time and blah, blah, blah. And they went on to say, I really like this style of commentating. I learned a lot about you in this episode. This was actually an episode from a different series way back when, Pokemon, I believe. And they said, what is your favorite series you did or are doing, and what is the game you are most looking forward to? And there's a lot of ways I could answer that. There's a lot of different choices because there are a lot of different games I love doing at the moment, and I'm also looking forward to doing. And in general, like different games and series and stuff, there's just a huge list of them. But I think the one that I'm most excited about right now, and this will probably change because there's a huge number of other games that I'm also looking forward to, but one of them is Grand Theft Auto 5, and I've already talked about it in this series. I think it was like maybe just a few episodes back I talked about how much I was looking forward to doing that game. And I'm not really sure why. It might just be because it's coming out pretty soon. And I'm just going to go ahead and work on this wall a little bit more. There we go. And it might just be because I haven't played Grand Theft Auto in a long time. I'm not really sure what it is, but I'm really looking forward to playing that game and doing that series for you. Another one, and this is like for the distant future, would be Kingdom Hearts 3. Definitely psyched about that game, and I still need to finish up my current Kingdom Hearts series. That's definitely a huge priority for me right now. I think things might be unbalanced, but at the same time, hold on. I need to put more stairs right there. There we go. Now there should be stairs like in the same place right over here, and there is. Perfect. That's better. And I had more than enough Darkwood. Sweet. But yeah, Kingdom Hearts 3. Still have to finish up that Kingdom Hearts series. Going to be recording more of that soon. And I think I want it to be pushed out just one little bit more. There we go. Yeah, that's the those are the couple of games that I'm really looking forward to. One that's very close, one that's going to be released this month with Grand Theft Auto 5, and one that's going to be released in kind of a long time. It could be either 2014 or 2015 when Kingdom Hearts 3 is released. I'm pretty sure it'll be 2015. 2015 is like the guesstimated date that I've seen for when Kingdom Hearts 3 will be coming out. And there we go. I like it. I don't know. And it makes it a little bit different than just having like a standard pointy roof. Of course, I think I'm going to change up that that top part right there. It doesn't really, it kind of just sticks out a little bit awkwardly, but you know, whatever. What am I doing? I'm just a poopy builder. And other than that, there's also the Elder Scrolls Online, which despite the subscription fee, I'm looking forward to that too. So this is a huge slodge of games that I'm looking forward to doing. But yeah, thank you, Super Poketown, and thanks to the rest of you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode of DumbCraft, and I hope you like the Dumb Mansion, despite its unfinished state. I know there's a lot more to do with it still, but you know, it'll get there. It'll probably be that much closer to being done on Friday, and we'll start to, you know, put furniture in there, and I'll work on the bedroom and all of that, but got enough done for me to be happy with it. And yeah, that's all I have to say. Thanks again for watching. Remember, I love you all, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!